you guys? So this is Ray Chen again. So today's episode is about how to sell my house fast, right? As the economy changes, there's more and more people will have this kind of question. So I figure it's a good time to talk about it. So there's quite a few ways to get your home sold. There's first one, it's selling to your friend or relative. Um, I don't really recommend it because sometimes it's hard to when you're so close with someone, with a friend or family, it's hard to get the price you need, right? And if you sold the homes to them and they didn't give you the money, they just create a mess, right? And then the relationship is going to be difficult from there on, right? So you're gonna lose. You're not gonna have the friend anymore, and you're gonna lose the relative. So there you go. The first option, probably not a good idea, right? So if you really have to sell to a friend or family, make sure you use an escrow, right? Okay, that's the first option. The second option is FSBO, basically for sale by owner. For sale by owner, there's people, there's sellers that like to try it this way, but the success rate is really low. First of all, it's because the owner, they're not, some of the owner out there, you're not in this business, right? And also, the for sale by owner success rate is very low. So historic statistics show that only what I don't remember the exact number, but the success rate is very low. Because you for sale by owner, you're thinking you can save some commission, but you end up have very low exposure, and that you probably negotiate the wrong way. Then you end up. So what matters ultimately, right? What matters ultimately is how much money you put in your pocket, right? I mean, if you have the experience, if you are a realtor before, if you have been in the business before, if you've done a lot of real estate brokeraging before, but you just happen to be retired, you don't have the license anymore, you for sale by owner, then that may be a good route to go, right? But if you have no experience in doing that, in your best interest, I would suggest not do it for sale by owner, because ultimately you're gonna get under market offer, although you didn't pay for the commission fee, but you actually end up selling for much lower price, because you don't have the way, you don't know how to package it, right? You don't know how to maximize your exposure, right? So I mean, you can give it a try, but usually for sale by owner, eventually end up listing with a real estate agent anyway. So the third option is MLS listing only service. So there's some companies out there, like some loser realtors, they don't know how to sell real estate, but they have the MLS service. MLS basically means multiple listing service. That's basically an internal website for realtors, real estate professionals. So they have the membership. So what they do is they charge the seller, for example, $500, $1,000, just to list the home on a multiple listing. It's true that people will see your home, but because look, most of the real estate listings that's on Zillow, on Redfin, on all these companies' website, they came from MLS. So if you don't do a good job to market, to package the home, for example, the photos, the pictures, the descriptions, all the features of the home, if you don't upload those information correctly on the multiple listing service, they're not gonna show correctly on Zillow and on other websites. You can see how that can limit your exposure, right? I'm not being one-sided here. I'm just pointing out the obvious negative side effect of those options, right? I mean, of course. So what's the upside, right? The upside is just the perceived upside is sellers think that when they do for sale by owner, or when they do the multiple listings only service, I forgot to turn on the light. Sorry. They can save the commission. But what's important is how much of the entire pie you get, right? I mean, it's okay. You probably end up paying some commission, but if you can get the most price for your home, you probably end up, you most likely, not probably, you most likely end up getting much more in your pocket, even with the commission pay, right? And the next two options, if they're similar, we have the, I Buy Ugly Houses, that company, the franchise. They buy, and they make cash offers to your home if you just don't want to deal with the hassle and just want to get it sold quickly. No open house, no showing, no repair. So another option is the iBuyers. So there's more and more iBuyers coming out nowadays. We have OfferPad, Open Door, and even some of the traditional real estate portals are getting into the business. For example, Zillow. Zillow just recently started offering instant offers. So those companies, is the upside is fast and easy, right? It's fast, quick, no open house, no repair. But the downside, the biggest downside is lowball offer. Lowball offer. That's the biggest downside. Because when you sell to these iBuyer companies, your home don't get the chance to expose in the general market. So you don't get the opportunity to see how much your home can sell in the general market, right? And on top of that, although they claim there's no commission, but you are actually paying a fee, a service fee. And a lot of times it's actually end up costing you more than the commission. So sometimes we have seen service fee that's as high as 7%, sometimes as high as 10%. So not only they're giving you a lowball offer, and on top of that, you're paying a 10% commission. I mean, service fee, right? So, and the sixth option is working with an agent. So the working with agent, the problem with that is that most of the agents, they're just doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. So basically what they do is they're going to work very hard to get your contract, right? Get you signed the listing contract. And once they sign the listing contract, then they're just gonna, plug a sign in your yard, right? And then they're gonna put on MLS, and then they're gonna wait for the other realtors to bring the buyers. Well, there's something wrong with that, right? Because when you pay the commission, you expect them to sell the home for you, right? You are not expecting somebody else to sell the home for you, right? But when you get an agent like that, essentially you're paying the commission and they get the commission, and they expect another agent to sell the home for them. So that's the problem with the traditional real estate real agent service, which most of real estate companies work like that. So the last option is called Your Home Sold Guarantee, or I'll buy it. So what's awesome about this option is that it gives you the best benefit of both worlds, of the iBuyer benefit and also the real estate market benefit, and there's something even more extra. What I say is that with Your Home Sold Guarantee Realty, we already have the buyers. Unlike the real estate the regular real estate agent, they get your home listing contract signed, then they have to go look for the buyers. We already have the buyers. We have 50,000 plus buyers in our database. And although we have never met before, but it's like we have been working for you for the past 10 years already. So we have the buyers. So, and the good thing about this is that we market your home and we generate multiple offers. So we're essentially a marketing company, right? Usually we have a tour of home. Usually we have anywhere from 50 to 200 people come in a half an hour to 1 hour period. So usually we generate 3 to 4 offers, cash offers or offers without contingencies. And if you cooperate with us, usually we can get your home sold in as little as 7 days, 5 to 7 days. So yes, you can see that because we we put your home out there in the general market. Everybody can come to look at your home. That way we can generate the best price for your home. No, it's unlike an iBuyer where they just make you the offer. You don't get it. You don't get a chance to see how much the general market is willing to pay, right? And another good thing is that, let's say 1 in a million chance, if it doesn't get sold, then we'll buy it. So not only we have the iBuyer option for you, but we also give you the home the benefit of the doubt to get the highest market offer in the market, right? So this couple of the options. So my name is Ray Chen from Your Home Sold Guarantee Realty. Your home sold guaranteed, or we'll buy it, or I'll buy it. So if you have any question, call me at 626-789-5768. 626-789-5768. I'll talk to you guys next time.